Hello people of BookTube, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about One Grave at a Time by Jeaniene Frost, and this is book 6 in the Night Huntress series. Hello people of BookTube, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about One Grave at a Time by Jeaniene Frost, and this is book 6 in the Night Huntress series. So this book, we get a brief little shot right after the events of the last book, Kat finding out that Dom is a ghost, and I'm just going to say, in advance, I might accidentally say Dom instead of Dawn. Occasionally, I'm gonna try not to, but I might, because we got a manager at my work called Dom. So I've been finding I've been accidentally saying Dom instead of Dawn. I'm saying about the past few minutes of me trying to film this intro, so just so you know. And then we jump a little further with Dawn still being stuck as a ghost, him not liking that, and Kat trying to find ways to help him move on. But that is only part of what's going on. We got some big FBI bigwig, Madigan, trying to take over what Dawn has set up. And on top of that, another ghost, a friend of Fabian's, comes to Kat and Bones asking for help. What is that help that she wants? She wants to kill another ghost. And not just any ghost. The ghost of a famous witch hunter who, one night a year, the night of Halloween, can take like physical form and kills 3 women. And he doesn't just kill them, he tortures them and burns them alive. Much like he did in life. And before I get much further, I do want to say, for anyone who is triggered by rape and sexual assault, go into this with caution, because that was part of Kramer's torture. So it is mentioned a little bit. Nothing like in detail, it just mentions rape and assault. And there is some groping, so if that kind of stuff you are sensitive to, I suggest maybe either staying clear or going into this book with caution. And yeah, there's quite a few little things going on in this book, and I am so curious to see how it wraps up in the next book, which I believe is the last one. Not 100% sure, I'm blanking, but I am curious to see how things that were introduced in this, such as Madigan and what he is up to, how that plays out. And you know, if Dawn is ever going to be able to move on. So yeah, that's really all I feel comfortable saying for my non-spoilery bits, so if you do not wish to be spoiled, I highly suggest you click away now and come back after you catch up, because there'll be spoilers ahead. I just gotta say, Jeaniene Frost does a very good job writing characters that I just want to strangle. Madigan annoyed the ever-loving crap out of me. How biased and bigoted he is when it comes to vampires. And I just gotta say, I love seeing these bigots and like whatnot from Kat's point of view now that she has grown as a character, now that she is no longer in that kind of headspace. It's funny seeing some of Kat's former behavior and opinions being reflected back at her. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what kind of shenanigans Madigan is up to. And just another reason why I don't like Madigan, him being so hung up over trying to get Kat in trouble, trying to catch Kat doing something she shouldn't be doing, and what have you. How that got several people killed with like the whole attack on the cave while they're trying to catch Kramer. Like those lives were, that blood is totally on his hands. His alone. And then him trying to like manipulate things to make him look like a victim, like, oh, I didn't know, yada yada yada, just that whole like little sob fest he had going for the sake of the cameras recording things. It's like, dude, what the hell? I can't stand manipulative people like that, so that just made me want to strangle him even more. And then you got Kramer himself. I've never heard of Heinrich Kramer. I'm bad at pronouncing names, so forgive me. Heinrich Kramer. I never heard of him before this book, but oh my god. He is the type of person I would want to punch in the face. Just between the witch hunts and him like power tripping on like all this power he has, torturing and assaulting women before killing them. It's like, you are a piece of work, and I really wish you would just go and burn in hell. Oh my god. Like, by the time we got to like the final battle at the end between Kat and Kramer, I was feeling just as bloodthirsty as she probably felt going after him. Just like, I wanted him gone, I wanted him dead, I wanted him to suffer. I also do like how her and Bones continue to like grow as a couple. Like, naturally Bones doesn't want Kat to put herself at risk, and vice versa, but I do like how he went along with Kat's plan, even though, you know, there's still clear risks and things can go wrong, much like they did. But, you know, she didn't go around sneaking behind his back because she felt she knew better. He wasn't as smothering as he might have been in the past. You know, they worked it out and communicated, and just, I love to see that. I love to see characters in their relationship grow and communication. That's a big thing with me, both in reality and in books. Just, as a couple stays together longer, communication improves. Naturally, you know, when a couple is new, they just start seeing each other, they just start getting together, communication isn't going to be 100%. That's something that grows along with the relationship. And if it doesn't, you got some stuff that you gotta work out together. And just, I loved it. I love seeing how that has unfolded. You know, compared to book 1, Kat, where she's like, oh, well, I feel I know what's best for his safety and for myself at this point, so instead of talking to Bones and trying to work something out, I'm just gonna run away, cut contact to keep him safe. She went from that to this, and just, I love it. I love to read it. Was a little annoyed at Dawn for not understanding that there's a lot going on outside of his issues and what's going on with Madigan. Like, yeah, that stuff's important too, not saying it's not, but they're kind of trying to do something else, trying to trap this homicidal mass murderer ghost. So, you know, you had to pick one battle at a time most of the time. Especially when said ghost can track you. And was also so annoyed that Dawn just wasn't talking. He wasn't saying what was up, what he knew, despite the fact that this information, kind of important. It's like, I did feel happy that Kat and Bones stood their ground though with Dawn. Like, yeah, you're my family, but even with family, trust can only go so far. If you are keeping this important information from us, information that affects us as well as others, what do you expect us to do? Like, I can understand how much pain it must have caused Kat to tell Dawn to back off, to go away, that's whatever, considering he's the closest to a father figure she's had, and family clearly means a lot to her. But I do like how she has that boundary she set up, which is important. Boundaries are important, especially when involving your family. Just because they're blood doesn't give them a free pass to manipulate you, to lie to you, to use you, to keep important information like Dawn is from you. So I applaud that. But I really, really want to know what the heck is going on. I also felt some tugging on my heartstrings when Kat's mom left the team for Kat. When Madigan was like forbidding Kat to come back, you know, visits or limiting her visits or whatever, I can't remember which was off the top of my head right now. Kat's mom immediately being like, yeah, no, I quit. I quit. If my daughter isn't allowed to come and visit me when she wants, I want no part of this, and just, oh my god, I love that. Especially given how Kat and her mom's relationship isn't the best. They've had some stuff going on. They've had issues. So just seeing that tugged at my heartstrings so much. Especially given how, I can't remember if it was the last book or the one before, how much being part of this team seemed to have meant to Jeaniene. Like, yeah, she was turned against her will. The one person that she, like, really was caring about outside of Kat was killed, so she didn't feel she had much of a reason to go on. Her joining the team to hunt down bad vampires and bad ghouls, that was giving her a purpose, a use for this undead life that she did not want. A safe purpose, or safer purpose I should say. Because I believe she also said in that same book that she wanted to do this whether it be with the team or without, and at least with the team she has backup. And just the fact that she was giving up this thing that seemed to have meant as much to her as it did, just because she wanted to be able to see her daughter. My heart. I also loved being able to see Spade and Denise again, and I'd even go as far as to say I was happy to see Ian again. His commentary and personality and just him being Ian has grown on me. He's still a jerk, but he's entertaining and fun to read. And yeah, I'm just overall really excited to get on to the next book. And I unfortunately don't think I have much more that I feel the need to comment on. So yeah, for anyone still watching, what do you think of this addition to the series? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are there things that I didn't talk about that you want to discuss? Let me know. Let's get a discussion going. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.